Hey, if you're a home buyer, how much do you think about price? The answer? All the time. On today's 5-minute sales training, 5 errors that salespeople make when talking about price. Welcome everybody to the 5-minute sales training, where today we're talking about errors that salespeople make when talking about price. Please hit that like button. Please consider that your fee for watching this otherwise free video. Hey, if you're a home builder, you've got a lot on your mind. It's never a bad idea to stop and brainstorm the number of things that a customer has to deal with in the process of purchasing a home. The mental considerations are nonstop and they are grueling.
That is gritty, grimy, grueling work.
Somewhere near the top of that list is how a customer thinks about price. And there's no question, they think about price a lot.
How much is it?
Now, this is, of course, common consumer behavior. When we are considering a purchase decision, especially a large purchase decision, we're going to think a great deal about the price. Why? Because of the traumatic fear of overpaying. Everyone carries around that same sense of future regret. Just think about the last car you purchased. You think you got a better deal, but was there still more left on the table? And that reflection often causes a great deal of mental strife. Your role as a sales professional is to alleviate those concerns during the sales conversation. You want to take away the fear of overpaying.
So you're getting a great deal.
Now, the price discussion is a critical aspect of any sales presentation, and it's important for salespeople to get it right. So let's deal with some common mistakes that salespeople make when discussing price with potential customers. Here are 5 errors that salespeople sometimes make when they're talking about price. Right? Error number 1, not being transparent about the total cost. It's important for salespeople to be upfront about the total cost of owning the product, including any after move-in costs. See, hiding these costs or presenting them in a confusing way will erode trust and make it difficult for customers to make an informed decision.
Oh, those are our hidden fees.
If the customer believes that you're painting a picture that's too rosy and unrealistic, you can expect some harm done to that relationship. All right, mistake number 2. Failing to consider the customer's budget. Now, we tend to look at price as the exchange of fair market value. You give us this money, we give you this home. But that's not the way the customer sees the price. The customer is much more concerned about how the total price will translate into their monthly payment. Put simply, the higher the price, the higher the payment. Every customer has a budget in mind, and it's the salesperson's job to understand that. So failing to consider the customer's budget constraints can result in a lost sale or a discounted price that leaves money on the table.
Sure, what's your budget? Budget.
All right, mistake number 3, neglecting to differentiate the product or service from other offerings. What we're talking about here is the problem of commoditization. When there's no differentiating factor in either the home or the service, the customer is forced to make a decision entirely on price. At that point, you are a commodity, and you're going to lose to another builder who is willing to give away more than you are. Establishing your unique value proposition and sharing it in a way that's beneficial to the customer is essential if you want to be in a good position to talk about price. All right, mistake number 4, taking a combative stance. When you're talking about price, it's best to talk as a partner, not as an adversary. You need to assure the customer that you're going to get them the overall best price possible. If they challenge you on some aspect of the pricing, it's critical that you remain positive and cooperative. When you get defensive, it looks to them like you do not believe in your own value proposition.
What, now don't get defensive.
Now, in some cases, customers may be willing to pay more for a product or service that meets their needs perfectly. But salespeople should also be open to negotiating and finding a pricing solution that works for both parties. Mistake number 5, failing to follow up. The sales process doesn't end with the initial presentation. It's important to follow up with the customers immediately after that initial conversation in order to address any of those lingering questions and concerns about the price and the payment, and just to remind them of the value that your home and the way that you serve their needs is going to bring them a lot of joy in the future. Now, you know that the customer will be talking about the price. It's critical that you are a part of those conversations. This is too important a subject to get wrong. By doing this right, you can effectively communicate the value of your home and the service that you provide, making it a win-win for both you and for your company. Now, for more on this topic, check out my new book, Tougher Market New Home Sales. I first published this book in 2008. I've republished it for the 2023 market. You can find that at shop.jeffshore.com. Thanks as always for watching, and until next time, learn more to earn more.